Morning, guys. Got the livestock trailer in here, doing basically a complete overhaul. It was rusted out up here, so I went and put this piece of metal in. I had my brother-in-law bend me up some new steps. These were all rusted out. Got the floor out of it. We welded in a few extra braces for the floor. That panel right there was rusted out, so I went ahead and patched that. We got all new hangers and suspension links. The only thing we're going to reuse is the hubs, the springs. We got all new bolts. We're going to put all new bearings in, all new lights. We're going to add a row of lights along the top here. Should be pretty cool. It's kind of cold out today. It's too wet to strip till. I'd like to get that done this fall, but I feel like it's already winter. Here's a look at that panel that I patched. I think it turned out pretty good. We got to put a bumper on it. This is the old bumper. It's all rusted out. That's a 3-inch tube. This is a 2 7/8 tube that's a little thicker. We're gonna put that on. It goes on below the door. So we got a lot of work to do. It's got to be taken off, get everything sandblasted. I'm gonna repaint it. Not quite sure on the color yet. Thought about this red, but the bad thing with red is it fades and it ends up looking pink, and it's probably gonna sit outside most of its life, even after redoing it. So I don't know if I'm gonna paint it red. Might paint it silver or something. I don't know, still up to debate. Got my semi running outside the door. I'm gonna bring that in. Got some headlights coming for it. I had to put a new pogo stick on it. That one finally rusted out. We're finally starting to get stuff put away for the winter. I still got to go pick up my dozer from down the road. I was doing a job down there. Not sure we're gonna get that done. It's all gonna be up to the customer whether or not he gets the hole filled in so I can backfill it. Morning, guys. It's Monday. We had a blizzard yesterday and this morning they canceled my loads, so playing in the shop. Serviced the truck yesterday, put some new windshield wipers on it, greased everything, so that's ready to go for the week. We're still working on the trailer. We're starting to come down to the last little bit. Got a few suspension things left to do. We put new front steps on. They were rusted through. I got this one put on last night. Got it all welded on. We got a light that's on the fritz. I have to get that fixed. This one doesn't quite fit right. I'm gonna have to do a little trimming. There's little babies. Oh, this back, can't really see it, it's so dark. This back light panel needs straightened. Look at my dad out here, and he's really good at straightening stuff. We're working on the suspension on this side. Got new hangers in, putting new bolts and whatnot. New leveler in the center. But this morning we're gonna go through and we're gonna get all the lights off. We had it sandblasted. Should have had it primed and painted by now, but have not got to that point. We're gonna get the lights off today. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add some body filler up here. It's all these little pinholes. Instead of trying to cut it out, bend a piece in, just decided it's just gonna be easier to put some body filler there. It'll sand it down, make it look good. It's been a lot of work. Don't know if I'd ever do this again, but it's been a lot of work. Then we still got to run all new electrical. Put a new floor in. Kevin, you gonna be all right? Kevin's played with his ball. He was gagging. So we still got quite a bit of work to do, but hopefully soon we can get it done. Then we can start working on the FUD projects. We got to put a new camshaft in the race car. We actually got another car sitting outside identical to this one. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build that for cruiser car. Me and Bryson are going to run that. He turns 14 in March, so he'll be old enough to race with me this year. Haven't decided if he's going to drive the car or run the gas, but either way, we got to get this car finished up, get his car built, painted. I think we're going to go with the same paint scheme, but it sounded like he wanted green in the front instead of purple. So we might do that. We'll see, unless I come up with something cooler. What else have we done since our last video? Oh, I went and got a planner, a couple planners, moved them over to Mr. John Copes so he could start building them for customers. Frankie's on the table for some reason, but we haven't been super busy, kind of been slacking. We've been deer hunting. I was lucky enough to get a decent buck. Said last Friday or Saturday. So he's actually got to go to the taxidermy maybe today or tomorrow. We'll see how the weather pans out. There's a lot of cars in the ditch. A lot of cars. So we'll get some body filler mixed up and we'll see how this goes. It's been a long time since I messed with body filler, but we're gonna give her a go. So stay tuned. So we got our putty, which is the gray stuff, and then we got the hardener, which is the blue stuff. Now we just gotta mix it all into one solid color. Stuff says it sets up in 5 to 6 minutes and it's sandable within 20. So we might actually get this all sanded down today. I gotta go take a DOT physical this afternoon. I let mine expire. I'm gonna walk over and get a little more hardener. That looks a little bit better. Shouldn't take a whole lot. The holes aren't very big, but we got to do something to cover them up. Stuff smells amazing. Not like you can eat it. It's just got a nice smell to it. Okay, let's go over to the trailer and put some of this on. I don't really know where to stick you, so I'm just gonna put you right there. It's not gonna be perfect, which I already knew that, but anything's better than being able to see the holes, so. Stuff's already kind of starting to set up a little bit. Yeah, it's getting pretty tacky already. So we're gonna call that good. Gonna dispose of this. Okay, I got my hands washed. Let's see, we got it put up there. Guess forgot a couple holes over here, but that's all right. They'll be fine. Can't remember what year Dad said this trailer was. It's like a 1970 or something like that. But we're too cheap to buy a new one to haul the cows to the fair. That's pretty much all it'll be used for. But I figured we'd do a little work to it, make it look nice. So we've been slowly rebuilding it. I'd really like to get to working on race cars. So it's a heck of a lot more fun than this, but we'll give it about 20 minutes to set up and we'll start doing some sanding. Okay, we got her all sanded down. You can see the body filler filled them holes pretty decently. There's a couple of them that still have a little bit of a hole to them, but we're not going to worry about that too much. There's a couple right here, but we're not going to worry about those. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Worked pretty good. There, like this. Cat washing day. It's all nasty. Look at that. So not only are we washing cows today, we're currently blowing the other one. Working on the trailer. Hopefully get this step welded in. We got to get this back straightened out. The light's still on the fritz. I got Dad out here helping. He's the master straightener. I learned how to straighten stuff from my grandfather. That guy could straighten anything. Unfortunately, he's not here anymore, so. Luckily, my dad learned fairly well.
I'll tap the metal over his arm. Tap the hammer right here. Tilt it upward.
That?
No, this thing. There, now see if it'll go on a little more. Just take it up farther and
I wonder if I got one that's cheaper. No, I don't have anything deeper.
Go to the bottom. Or I guess that'll work. I'm trying not to leave the hammer marks.
Doesn't want to clamp.
Okay. Put the other. See if it'll go clear to the bottom.
Okay, we got Tyler's hopper up here. And it does some pretty sweet shit. Hit the brakes. The clearance lights come on when you hit the brakes. I already tested up at the plug to make sure it's not the truck, and it's not the truck. So I went ahead and took this plate off. And we're gonna have to take this apart and see if we can find where it's back feeding, because you turn the clearance lights on and the brakes don't light up, so I don't understand that, but I guess we're gonna figure it out. Hey guys, it's Friday. I think it's like 2 o'clock or something. Well, it's painting day. I sprayed this down with some lacquer thinner to clean it off a little bit. There's a few spots that got dirty. Got all the wheels off, got it up on jack stands. We got all the wiring ran. Got it inside this box. It's not all hooked up, but it's good enough that we can lay down some primer. And I got the paint for it. Hopefully we can do that tomorrow. It's in there, right there. Turned out pretty sweet. Hopefully it looks good. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But I'm gonna go ahead and get some primer mixed up, and then we'll get you set up. We'll just start doing some painting. Okay, so we're gonna have a little lesson on how to read a paint cup. 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1. So this primer gets mixed at 1-to-1. So what we're gonna do is, it's got a 5 on here. So we're gonna fill it up with up to the top of the 5. And then we're gonna fill it up with catalyst up to the 5. And that is 1-to-1. That is 1 part primer, 1 part catalyst. Then it's got another 5 up here, but we're not gonna worry about that for this time. So let's get to mixing. And we mix this and make sure we get it mixed up really well. Morning, guys. Saturday. It's like 6 degrees outside and snowing. It's nasty out there. It's nice and 70 in the shop. Today's the day. We're gonna lay some paint down. We got the trailer all primed up. You notice the different color. It's because we ran out of primer. I had to get some more. Primer laid down pretty decent, I think. But I'm ready to get some color on this thing. Hopefully it turns out as good as the paint looks. I'm not really a super good painter, but it's a livestock trailer. It's probably gonna get wrecked anyway, so I guess we'll get some paint mixed up, and I think I'll start up on the roof and then work my way down the sides. I think that seems to be the logical way to start this. But we're gonna open this monster, have a few drinks, and get some paint mixed up, start painting. Okay, guys, we are about 3/4 of a gallon in. Here's how it looks so far. I'll bring this light in closer so you can actually see the color a little bit better. You can see the metallic in it. I think it turned out pretty cool. We got all the top done. Working on finishing this side. We got some of that front done. Gonna keep working my way around. Afraid that maybe 2 gallons of paint isn't gonna be enough, but it might be. We still gotta paint the inside. The inside, it's doesn't have to be perfect. The only thing that's gonna see that is the cows, so I guess if they want to get judgmental, they can do whatever cows do, so. Alrighty, well, we'll keep painting away. Hey guys, it's Friday. It's cold outside. It's like -20. And all the trucks backed in the shops. They stay warm. We're gonna continue working on the trailer. Got all the lighting done. Turned out really nice. We're got the wheel bearings done on this side. We got the wheels back on. Start on the other side. We'll get that done today. Got one thing of wiring left to tuck away. That shouldn't be too bad. Floor will be here on Monday, so we'll get that in. We got one more thing on the front to show you. Got this rock guard. We got to get that on today. It was up to here. We cut it down to down here where most of them are. It's about 16 inches wide. We marred up the paint a little bit when we were test fitting the other one. I got them making me an aerosol can to fix the paint. So that'll be done this afternoon. So we'll get the rock guard on, get that all touched up. Then the trailer will be pretty much finished. Good winter project done. Even though we worked on it some in the fall too. But it's been a lot of work. But it's the trailer that we had when we were kids. I think it's like a 1978 model. So did a lot of rust patching and all new suspension hangers and all that stuff. So did a lot of work to it. So stay with us.
Okay, let's get some measurements for the boards. It's like 71 and a half.
So let's go cut some boards.
Oh look who showed up.
I did.
Who'd you bring?
Beer.
Oh. Think we're alcoholics?
Might have your moments.
That was kind of rude. She's not wrong. There we go. 2 pieces cut. So the funnest part of the whole trailer floor is going to be the front. That's a circle. So I left that up to Kennedy. So what she did is made this template. How we can lay that on top of the boards and draw lines on them, and then should be able to cut them and they'll be really close to what they need to be to fit in there. At least that's the hope anyway. Okay, we got our boards and our template laid out. Now to do some tracing and some cutting. Well, it's finally done. Can finally leave the shop. What a project. Well, we got started on the next project. Flatbed on the farm pickup. We've got her all squared up where it needs to sit. Working on building brackets. Kennedy's drilling holes. And then we got to pull it back off and paint the frame and get her all mounted up, and should be good to go. Be nice to have a flatbed, maybe. Everything will probably fall off of it, but it's just part of it, part of the fun. Hey guys, we're still working on the flatbed. We got all the brackets done on this side. It's kind of dark, can't see. Let me grab my flashlight. So we got a bracket up there, bracket there, bracket there, one there, and one in the very back. I just got to finish welding them to the flatbed, and then it'll be good to go. Then we just got to figure out something for the fuel fill. I think if I shorten the hose, I can tuck this up under here and should be able to keep the hose above the fuel tank, I'm hoping. At least that's my hope. Otherwise, I can take this plastic piece off and possibly make something for it to go up here, which will make it a lot smaller, so it might sit up here. But I don't know yet. I'll have to play with it a little bit. It's part of the fabrication. It's the fun part. On the other side, we got 2 more brackets left to go. I got one bracket made here. This is 3/8 plate steel. I'm gonna drill 4 holes in this. And then I got to cut another plate to put up by where the gooseneck hooks up, and then we'll go get my fuel tank off of the other bed and get it mounted to the flatbed. We're going to hardwire it in this time instead of just hooking it to the tractor. I think it'll be a lot more handier just hardwired to the pickup, so we can pull up, throw the nozzle in, and start filling instantly. I'll have to get a fuse to put in the line so don't burn the pickup up. We don't really need that. Once we get all the brackets made, we're going to pull the bed back off. And I got some paint that's made to encapsulate rust. Chassis saver. So we're gonna spray the frame with that so we can help preserve the frame a little bit longer, make it look a little better. And we'll spray this hitch, put the hitch back on, and lights are super easy. That's all plug and play. Super thankful about that, because that could be a nightmare to get everything wired up. The only thing we got to do is put resistors in the blinkers up here. Since they're all LED, the truck will get a little cranky with it. So they make resistors to go in them, so we'll put resistors in. And then this project will be done, and then we get to start on the fun stuff. We're gonna get back started on the race cars. So in this one, we gotta pull the motor out, pull the camshaft. We're gonna put a different camshaft in it for next year. We're gonna try something a little different, see if we can get a little more speed out of it. And we also are building another car. So I just bought another car, should be here this weekend. Guy's gonna drop it off for me. We're gonna build it into a cruiser car, which if you don't know what a cruiser car is, that's where one person runs the gas and the other person has the brake and steers. My son is turning 14 in March, and all you got to be is 14 to run cruiser cars, so he wants to race, so we're going to build another car. And then if everything works out, we're going to maybe build a open class figure 8 car, which will have a big motor in it, but we'll see how far things go. I got my eyes on one to buy one that's already finished, but we'll see how things go for the year. Toys aren't always on top priority with me, but we've done enough projects this winter. It's time to have a little fun and do some stuff that we want to do. So that's all I got for right now. We'll get to drilling some brackets and get this flatbed done. Shit, that tape must have burned your throat.
It did.